Hey guys, Ruben Danach here. Welcome back to another episode of Insider Tour. Now, it's been quite some time since I've been on the series, so really grateful and excited to be here today. We are actually in District 14, just minutes away from the historical Kallang River, and we're going to be checking out Kallang Heights. Now, if you guys Google Kallang Heights, you're probably not going to find anything. It's really under the radar. So my quest is really to find out what living here is actually like. So if you guys are ready, let's get this show on the road. So welcome to the unit. This is a 4-room flat spanning a total of 1,012 square feet. Now the owners actually moved in about 5 years ago and they bought this place for $680,000. But enough of all of that, let's start from the beginning. Stepping into the unit, the first thing you notice is the industrial-like theme. You've got grey surfaces, plenty of concrete materials, and in fact, if you look at the floor right here, you're going to see the 600 by 600 tile, which you'll be seeing throughout the entire unit in this tour. Now, to my right, you've also got a floor-to-ceiling mirror, which really acts as a cover for the bomb shelter behind and additional storage space. I really like this because it kind of brings in more natural light into this space. Here in this living area, we've got a 3-seater Chesterfield sofa paired with a concrete coffee table. And over here on the far end, we've got the TV console wall, which right now is wrapped in a brick wallpaper, which really adds a contrasting texture to this space. Finally, we've got a framed TV, which actually displays artworks when it's idle. Here we've got 3/4 windows in the living area, and as we head on to the bedrooms, you're going to get half-height windows. Right here we've got the open kitchen, which is dissected into both the dry and wet area at the far end. You also notice the main feature right here is this massive kitchen island, which doubles up both as a dining area on one end and a cooking space right here, both with a hob and a standalone hood. Now, you might just notice 3 vintage chairs on that far end, and right here we've got drawers as well for additional storage space. Right next to the island, we've got the pantry with an inbuilt oven, and next to it we've got a double door fridge. But really the main star of the show right here is this semi-exposed cabinet, which they use to store their liquor. Now, one thing you might notice is this black metal grating, which again is very in keeping with the whole industrial theme. And again, you see that as we get on through the unit. So right here we've got the kitchen countertop with additional cabinetry space, and down there we've got a double bolt sink. Now on this end, we've got the utility yard, which has been seamlessly integrated into the kitchen. Notice the wash dryer right there. You've got enough storage space above as well for laundry supplies. And personally, one thing I really like about this is that you don't see any of this when you come into the unit. It's very well hidden away. So this is a common bedroom, and as you can tell, instead of the wall, they've taken it down, and in place is this glass wall right here, which helps to open up the space visually. Now, flooring-wise, instead of the concrete tiles, you now have cement-screed flooring, which spreads throughout the bedroom. Now, this room really serves so many different purposes. You have the casual dining set right here, and a low single-seater sofa. Now, apart from using this space as a place to house guests, the homeowners also use this as a study area. But instead of flushing the study table to the corner of the room, they've opted to go for it in the middle, so a little bit more of a casual setting in that regard. One final thing as well is that you've got botanical features here, and these are actually dead leaves from plants the owners have grown in this unit. So opposite the bedroom, we've got the common bath. So coming in, you notice that both the floors and the feature walls have been overlaid with rustic tiles. Now over here, you've got a custom-made concrete vanity top. We're heading into the master bedroom right now, and this has to be my favorite part of the unit. I mean, just notice how spacious this place is. This used to be the second common bedroom and has since been used as the sleeping area. Now notice you've also got a custom-made wooden bed frame with incandescent lamps on either end of the bed. Just before we head there, we're going to check out the master bath. Now, this mirrors the exact layout of the common bath we saw earlier, with perhaps the only difference being the darker flooring and the darker walls. You also have the custom concrete vanity right on this end. And finally, this used to be the master bedroom, which has since been converted into a walk-in wardrobe. So right here, you've got a 3-panel wardrobe again finished in that same black metal grating we saw in the kitchen earlier. Now overall, I really like how they've kept this place simple and open, really giving it a sense of calmness to the space right here. Alright, so if you guys have enjoyed the tour thus far, it would mean a lot to us if you consider subscribing and liking this video. And with that, now that we've done the unit, let's talk a little bit more about this development on a whole. So Kallang Heights is located between Upper Boon Keng Road and Sims Avenue. It actually TOP'd in 2006 with a balanced lease of 83 years and 2 months. Now there are a total of 1,624 units that are spread across 9 blocks comprising of 3, 4 and 5 room HDB flats. And as for the development itself, there are several features and facilities to highlight. Now the first thing is this main drop-off point, which honestly is one of the biggest I've seen to date, with the waiting area and the driveway porch spanning across 2 blocks. Now past the main drop-off point is a community garden which is integrated to be part of the arrival experience. And through this community garden, it then opens up to a large open space, which is really the heart of this development. Flanking the center open area are these 2 event spaces. Now each of them are nicely finished in broken slate flooring and glass block walls. Right at the end of the development facing Lorong 3 Geylang is a large activity area where you can find a hard court, playgrounds and fitness corners with over 12 equipments. And in addition to this, there are 2 other activity areas within the development with sizable playgrounds comprising of climbing structures, slides and open spaces for your little ones to run around. And apart from the facilities on the ground floor, there's also a roof garden above the multi-story car park. Now it's not the most large of gardens, but it's definitely one of the biggest I've seen. So lots of open spaces around, and it definitely serves as a good alternative for residents to carry out outdoor activities such as cycling or rollerblading. Now off to the amenities. The ground floor of the multi-story car park is the commercial podium where you can find essential amenities within the development. It's right here that you house 2 food courts, an NTUC FairPrice and even a bicycle rental store. And as for other shopping and eatery establishments that are in close proximity to Kallang Heights, you have Kallang Wave Mall, Aperia Mall, Bendemeer Mall and the cluster of malls along the Paya Lebar area, all of which are under 10 minutes drive away from this place. And as for lifestyle options, you're a 3-minute cycle away from the Kallang Park connector, which is adjacent to the Kallang River. Now this path leads all the way to Kallang Riverside Park and Stadium Riverside Walk. With regards to public transportation, we've got Kallang MRT station, which is a 4-minute walk away, and the Geylang Bahru and Aljunied stations are essentially a 5-minute bus ride away. As for those who drive, you've got the KPE and PIE on-ramps just around the corner, while the CBD and Orchard Road are a 13-minute drive away. Okay, so now we've officially seen the unit, the facilities and the amenities. Allow me to share a little bit more about my thoughts on this development. Now all in all, Kallang Heights offers great city fringe living and really convenient commutation to either city areas or the CBD. And this comes via good public transport, public roads and expressways nearby. And if you're one that relies heavily on public transportation, then the proximity to Kallang MRT is going to be very handy on a daily basis. Additionally, Kallang Heights is also conveniently located within walking distance to shopping, foodie and lifestyle options. And finally, for more information about this development, you can head on to stackhomes.com/editorial. As always, thank you so much for joining us today. Hopefully you enjoyed the tour. Do consider liking, subscribing, turning on that notification bell as well. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.